कृष्णाय नमः सूदनाय नमः विक्रमाय नमः वामनाय नमः श्रीधराय नमः ऋषिकेशाय नमः पद्मनाभाय नमः दामोदराय नमः वासुदेवाय नमः चन्द्राय नमः कृष्णाय नमः अनिरुद्धाय नमः गौतमाय नमः गोत्रजाय नमः नरसिंहाय नमः जनार्दनाय नमः उपेन्द्राय नमः हरये नमः कृष्णाय नमः देवताभ्यो नमो नमः ममोपार्थ समस्त दुरित क्षय द्वारा श्री परमेश्वर प्रीत्यर्थम अपवित्र पवित्रो वा सर्वावस्था गतोऽपि वा यस्मरेत् पुंडरीकाक्षं सबाह्यं अभ्यंतर शुचि मानसं वाचिकं पापं कर्मणा समुपार्जितं श्रीराम स्मरणेनैव व्यपोहति न संशय श्रीराम राम 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 तिथिर्विष्णु तथा वार नक्षत्र विष्णु रेवच योगश्च करणं चैव सर्वं विष्णुमयं जगत् श्री गोविंद अद्य श्री भगवत महापुरुषस्य विष्णु आग्नेय प्रवर्त मानस्य अद्य ब्रह्मणः द्वितीय परार्धे श्वेत वराह कल्पे वैवस्वत मन्वन्तरे अष्टाविंशति तमे कलियुगे प्रथमे पादे क्रौच द्वीपे रमणक वर्षे ऐन्द्र खण्डायां एवं गुण सकल विशेषण विशिष्टाय अस्य वर्त मानाय पुण्य तिथौ वसिष्ठ गोत्रस्य सतीश नाम सतीश शर्मणः पितुः चतुर्थे हनि सहित जन्म भ्यासात् जन्म प्रभृति ये तक्षण पर्यन्तं बाल्ये वयसि कौमारे यौवने वार्धके च जाग्रत स्वप्न सुषुप्ति अवस्थासु मनो वाक्काय कर्मेन्द्रिय ज्ञानेन्द्रिय व्यापारैः काम क्रोध लोभ मोह मद मात्सर्य दिभिश्च संभावितानां सर्वेषां पापानां सद्यः अपनो धनार्थं धर्म शास्त्र उक्त प्रकारेण उत्क्रांति गोदानं करिष्ये दशदानं करिष्ये पंचदानं करिष्ये जन्म सहित भ्यासात् जन्म प्रभृति ये तक्षण पर्यन्तं बाल्ये वयसि वयसि कौमारे यौवने वार्धके च जाग्रत स्वप्न सुषुप्ति अवस्थासु मनो वाक्काय कर्मेन्द्रिय संभावित यो दोषः समजनि तद्दोष परिहारार्थम अस्मिन् पुण्याः वाचन सहितं करिष्ये। ओम हिरण्यवर्णपवमानसुवर्जनः पवित्रेण विचर्षणिः यप्पोता सुपुनात्मा पुनन्तु महादेव जनाः पुनन्तु मनवोधिया पुनन्तु विश्वः युवः जातवेद पवित्रेण पुनाहिमा शुक्रेण देवदीज्यते अग्ने कृत्वा कृतो मृणो यत्ते पवित्रवर्षिषि अग्ने कृतमन्तरा ब्रह्मतेन पुनीमहे उभाभ्यां देवसवितः पवित्रेण तवेन च इदं ब्रह्म पुनीमहे वैश्वदेवी पुनति देव्यागाः ते यस्य बह्वे स्तनुभवितपृष्ठाः तया वदन्तस्य दमाद्येषु वयज्ञस्यामृतयोरहीनां वैश्वानरो रश्मिर्मापुनात् वातप्राणेन शिरोमयो भोः द्यावा पृथिवीभगसाभिजोभिः प्रदावरीमापुनीतां बृहद्भिस्सवितस्तिभिः परिशिष्टेर्देवन्भिः अग्ने दक्षैः पुनाहिमा येन देवा पुनता येनापो दिव्यङ्कषः तेन दिव्येन ब्रह्मणा इदं ब्रह्म पुनीमहे यत्पावमानेरध्येति इदविसम्प्रतमृतं सर्वं सपोतमश्नाति सुखितं मातर्श्वना पावमानेति यो अध्येति इदविसम्प्रतमृतं तस्मै सरस्वती दुहे क्षीरकं सत्यं मधुरकं पावमाने सुस्तयनीः सुदिघायकयस्तुतिः इदविसम्प्रतोऽर्थः ब्राह्मणेषु मतगुणितं येन देवा पवित्रेण आत्मानं पुनते सदाः तेन सहस्रधारेण पावमानं पुनः राजापत्यं पवित्रं ततोद्यामगुण्यरण्यं तेन ब्रह्मविदोर्गं पूतं ब्रह्मपुनीमहे इन्द्रस्य नीति सहमापनातो सोमस्वस्त्यावरणसमीच्याः नमो राजाः पन्नागस्नात्मा जातवेदावक्षेन्द्यापनातो भूर्भुवस्सुवः तच्छङ्ग्यवरावणीमहे गातुं यज्ञाय गातुं यज्ञपतये देवीः स्वस्तिरस्तनः स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः ऊर्ध्वञ्जिगातवेदं शन्नोऽस्तद्विपदेः सञ्चतुष्पते ॐ शान्तिः 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 करुणाय नमः सकलाराधनैः सुवर्जितं प्राच्यां दक्षिणायां प्रतिहिच्छामहिच्छामद्वादावतः समुद्रम् अप्रहिणोमि स्वाञ्योनिगच्छता क्षुद्रप्रजया भूयासं महाफलासेचि मत्पयः।
अपवित्र
पवित्रो वा सर्वावस्था गतोऽपि वा यस्मरेत् पुण्डरीकाक्षं सबाह्य अभ्यन्तर शुचिः भूर्भुवस्सुवः। अस्मिन् अपवित्र शिव शंभो आज्ञया प्रवर्त मानस्य अद्य ब्रह्मणः द्वितीय परार्धे श्वेत वराह कल्पे वैवस्वत मन्वन्तरे अष्टाविंशति तमे कलियुगे प्रथमे पादे क्रौञ्च द्वीपे रमणक वर्षे ऐन्द्र खण्डायां शकाब्दे अस्मिन् वर्तमाने व्यवहारिके प्रभवादि षष्टि संवत्सराणां मध्ये शुभकृत नाम संवत्सरे एवं गुण सकल विशेषण विशिष्टाय अस्यां वर्तमानाय पुण्यतिथौ वसिष्ठ गोत्रस्य सतीश शर्मणः पितुः प्रेतस्य अद्य चतुर्थे हनि प्राण उत्क्रमण समये सुख उत्क्रमण सिद्ध्यर्थं कर्ण पठन मंत्र जपं करिष्ये आयुषः प्राणं संतनु प्राणात् अपानं संतनु अपानात् व्यानं संतनु व्यानात् चक्षुषः संतनु चक्षुषः श्रोत्रात् संतनु श्रोत्रात् मनः संतनु नमः आत्मानं संतनु केशव नारायण माधव गोविंद विष्णु मधुसूदन त्रिविक्रम वामन श्रीधर ऋषिकेश पद्मनाभ दामोदर वासुदेव संकर्षण प्रद्युम्न अनिरुद्ध पुरुषोत्तम अधोक्षज नरसिंह जनार्दन उपेन्द्र हरये श्रीकृष्णाय नमः। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमो नारायणाय ओम नमो नारायणाय ओम नमो नारायणाय। स्वरूपाय नमः। ऊर्ध्व उच्छिष्ट अध उच्छिष्ट खड्वादि असुचि स्पर्शन नियम लोपाख्य निमित्त पंचक संभवेन योदोषः समजनि तद्दोष परिहारार्थं
This one,
Yes. गर्भस्थं हेमबीजं विभावसो अनंत पुण्य फलदं अतः शांतिं प्रयच्छ मे अस्मिन् वसिष्ठ गोत्रस्य सतीश शर्मणः पितुः प्रेतस्य प्राण उत्क्रमण समये सुख उत्क्रमण सिद्ध्यर्थं गोदानं करिष्ये गवा मंगेषु तिष्ठन्ति भुवनानि चतुर्दश तस्मादस्य प्रदानेन अतः शान्तिं प्रयच्छ मे इदं गोदानं सदक्षिणाकं ब्राह्मणाय तुभ्यमहं सम्प्रददे गोदान दशदान पंचदान प्रतिनिधि दानं तुभ्यं सम्प्रददे Godana means cows, cows. Okay? All gods inside the cows. Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, all gods inside. Actually, once upon a time in India, during Graha Pravesh, the first inside were cows. That one we gift that one. Godana. Father name Vasishtha Gotrasya Satish Sharmana Godanam Karishi. Some Brahmin for Godana is direct to moksha. That's why we are doing that. Asmin prana urdhva uchishta adha uchishta kadvadi asuchi sparshana niyama lopakya nimitta panchaka sambhavena yodoshaha समजनी तद्दोष परिहारार्थम अस्मिन् सहित स्वरूपाय नमो नमः दान प्रतिनिधि सहितं करिष्ये अस्मिन् सहिताय नमः
Just touch it in his hands and bring this.
Just hold it, chant out.
On his hands.
Right hand.
Is right hand.
Okay?
Touch it.
Top of the hand. Not the hands.
No, you have to know. Take his hand and Prabhu.
Yes.
Yes,
Correct.
yes.
Hold it. Hold it. Chant out. सुवर्णं हस्ताते आददाना ऋतस्य श्रियै यशसे वर्चसे बलाय अत्रै मत्वं इह वयं सुषेवा विश्वा स्पृधः अभिमाति जयेमा अस्मिन् प्राण सहित ऊर्ध्व उच्छिष्ट अध उच्छिष्ट खड्वादि असुचि स्पर्शन नियम लोपाख्य निमित्त पंचक संभवेन यो दोषः समजनि तद्दोष परिहारार्थं पुष्पदानं करिष्ये।
Around his neck.
No, that was.
ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತದ put them around him.
भूर्भुवस्वरम् अग्निं प्रतिष्ठाप्य अग्निमित्वा अग्निं प्रज्वाल्य प्राक्तोयं विधाय परिस्तीर्य पुरस्तात् दक्षिणतः पश्चात् उत्तरतः आयामतः परिमाणः प्रोक्षणी संस्कारः प्रोक्षणी पात्रम् आदाय अक्षतैः सह अपः आसिच्य प्राचीः त्रिः उत्पूय पात्राणि उत्तानानि कृत्वा त्रिः प्रोक्ष्य शेषं दक्षिणतः निधाय आज्य स्थाल्यां आज्यं विलाप्य उदीचः अंगारात् निरुह्य तेषु आज्यं पुनः प्रतितप्य प्रोक्ष्य निधाय अस्मिन् सहिताय नमः। ओम अस्मिन् स्वधा नमः स्वाहा ऊर्ध्व उच्छिष्ट अध उच्छिष्ट खड्वादि असुचि स्पर्शन नियम लोपाख्य निमित्त पंचक संभवे यो दोषः समजनि तद्दोष परिहारार्थं स्वाहा अस्मिन्
अस्मिन्
वसिष्ठ गोत्रस्य सतीश शर्मणः पितुः प्रेतस्य अद्य मरण संभवेन यो दोषः समजनि तद्दोष परिहारार्थं स्वाहा.
Afternoon.
1:15.
अस्मिन् कृष्णपक्ष मरण संभवेन यो दोषः समजनि तद्दोष परिहारार्थं स्वाहा. मध्याह्ने मरण संभवेन यो दोषः समजनि तद्दोष परिहारार्थं सतीश शर्मणः पितुः प्रेताय यमाय स्वाहा. धात्रे स्वाहा विधात्रे स्वाहा स्वधात्रे स्वाहा. अस्मिन् यम धर्म राजाय मृत्यवे यमाय च धर्म राजाय स्वाहा. यमाय धर्म राजाय चित्र गुप्ताय यम वैवस्वत सहितं.
Make rectangle. Yeah, correct. So, one here, come.
उच्छिष्ट अध उच्छिष्ट खट्वादि असुचि स्पर्शन नियम लोपाक्ष्य निमित्त पंचक संभवेन सहितं. यमाय धर्म राजाय मृत्यवे अंतकाय च वैव स्वताय कालाय सर्व भूत क्षयाय च औदुं बराय दध्नाय नीलाय परमेष्ठिने भृगोदराय चित्राय चित्र गुप्ताय वै नमः चित्र गुप्ताय वै नमः ओम नमः इति अस्मिन् सतीश शर्मणः पितुः प्रेतस्य आत्म शान्त्यर्थं मोक्षाभि वृद्ध्यर्थं वैकुंठ प्राप्त्यर्थं शिवलोक स्वर्गलोक विष्णुलोक ब्रह्मलोक प्राप्ति अर्थम. सोषचत् अघम् अग्ने सुषुध्या रयम् अपनः सोषचत् अघम् अग्ने सुषुध्या रयम् अपनः सोषचत् अघम् अग्ने सुषुध्या रयम् सुक्षेत्रिया सुगातुया वसूया च यजामहे अपनः सोषचत् अघम् अग्ने सुषुध्या रयम् अपनः सोषचत् अघम् सुक्षेत्रिया सुगातुया वसूया च यजामहे
ठीक
लोकस्य सतीश शर्मणः पितृ प्रेतं नमः. Yes, just put it there, just like this.
शांति You're basic. Chair or whatever. You can put the camera towards it. Yeah. Operate in the face.
We just keep it right here.
तेरी
वशिष्ठ गोत्रस्य सतीश शर्मणः पितुः प्रेतस्य अतीत प्रथमदिन अतीत द्वितीयदिन अतीत तृतीयदिन अद्य चतुर्थदिन सतीश शर्मणः आत्म शांति अर्थम मोक्षाभि वृद्ध्यर्थम वैकुंठ प्राप्त्यर्थम शिवलोक स्वर्गलोक विष्णुलोक ब्रह्मलोक मोक्ष साम्राज्य सिद्ध्यर्थम सूर्य चंद्र सहितम
Dad, what can I say? Growing up, you were my best and only friend. I always knew I could come to you with anything, no matter how serious. I remember introducing you to all my friends in college for the first time, saying that I had the coolest father in the world. And I just remember everyone just loved you so much. Growing up, anytime I got in trouble, I learned from you that sometimes it's just best to let things go. Just laugh about it. Just let it go. You're one of the smartest people I ever knew, whether it came to using tools, general knowledge, giving people directions, or just your general ability to drop everything and help those around you. When you weren't cursing Joe Biden, watching Fox News, or driving your Mustang, you were always there just making us laugh. What I miss most is all the silly pranks where you would steal and hide my phone, turn my car's seat heater on, or would come in the morning when I'm overslept, late for work, and just tickle my feet to wake me up. It was that satisfying laugh where you would giggle in the corner. All I pray is that you and Lord Ganesh are up there. He lets you drive the fastest car of your dreams and lets you eat whatever you love. Words don't describe what you mean to me, Dad. I love you more than anything else in the world. Thank you to everyone that showed up today.
I just have to say that. Thank you, everyone, near and dear relatives and Mitsubishi family. Thank everyone for being there with him, laughing there with him. And I know Satish is just one of a kind God created. Like an old antique car that he used to love. Probably even God started wondering after creating him and watching him over the years. How can a person be so selfless? Always think about making someone else happy. Always thinking about bringing a smile on everyone's face, brightening up their day. He just used to get along with anyone. No reservations. Simple-minded, simple-hearted person. Just a couple of pair of sweatpants, a lot of good junk food to eat, and just running his mouth, making everyone smile and happy, not hurting anyone's feelings, always talking good about everyone, whether it's family, friends, or even as business associates. Thank you one and all. Satish, look at how many people love you. And we want to miss you, Satish, dearly. I know we have always, had our own fight. I used to make the rules, and you used to be the first one to break the rules even before the kids. There's so much more that I could go on and on about you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
So, first I just want to say that as much as you miss him, he misses all of you, wherever he is. Every morning, he would be the first one to wake up in our house. The first one. He would prepare breakfast for all of us. We literally would not function without him. Throughout school, I'd be sitting there just bored in my class, just couldn't wait for it to end. And he'd be constantly sending me messages and silly chats. I came home. He'd be the first one to ask, Amith, how was school? Recently, this weekend we were choosing a tuxedo for my prom, and she told my mother, I want to see my son dressed up in a tuxedo. And he also said, I would never miss your graduation. We were talking about the future. He told me if you have kids one day, I'm gonna spoil them. I'm gonna especially miss the times that we would sneak him out. My brother and I, we would sneak him out to talk without our mom. I'm gonna miss the time. I'm gonna miss all of the political rants that he used to go on about, just whether it's Joe Biden forgetting his lines or the Senate races or whatever it is. I'm gonna miss it. And if I could have 24 more hours, it would be just to spend it with him. Just a day to go see all the places he wanted to see with us, eat at all the places he wanted to eat, watch all the movies that he wanted to watch, just spend time with him, which is really, really what he wanted to do with us. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have made it this far in my life. I wouldn't. Although this is the ending, a devastating ending to this chapter in my life, I know that my dad wouldn't want me to shut the book. He would want me to keep going. So the most important thing that he would tell me is just 3 words. I love you. And Dad, I love you so much.
At this time, if anyone else would like to come up and say a few words, friends and family, I know he'd really appreciate it.
Hi everyone, thanks for coming today. And those of you who don't know me, I am Purnima's brother. I don't know where to start. Satish is such a big guy. I mean, I literally don't mean with the big guy, but man with the big heart. We used to tease each other. He used to always tell me, brother from another mother, right? That's how close we were. He was not my brother-in-law. He was more of a brother to me. And I remember certain things, like 25 years back, he taught me a real life lesson, and my wife can vouch for it, that how I changed my way I used to do. You know, I used to get caught up with simple things like, oh man, this 1080 NT, they overcharged me, overage and all that stuff. And he just once pulled me out and said, come here, you're getting worked out for no reason. Do you get your money back? Can you do anything? Just try call them. See, maybe they may knock off a few dollars here and there. You know, and ever since then, believe it or not, I follow that in my lifestyle. I don't get worked out. I always remember him for that particular thing. That day changed me altogether. You know, it's like that. He would talk to anybody. He would give anybody suggestion. He would help everything from his bottom of his heart, okay? And the other thing is, like you mentioned, man, he was a foodie. God, he used to come to our house and all he wanted was 24 pack of steamed White Castle beef patties. Damn it. And he could down them, gobble them up. You know, he loved it. And I used to see the look on his face when he gets that food, and then while eating, I mean, it was priceless. Priceless. The other thing I remember is he loves to drive. He loves Mitsubishi. My God, I was a Ford guy. Me and him, we used to argue a lot. But he loved Mitsubishi. He gave his service with the full heart. He was so passionate. Every day he was so passionate. He wanted to go. He wanted to drive. Driving was his life. And I cannot believe that. That damn driving today took him off. And one of the things that I have is he used to always, you guys know how playful he is. Has he ever been serious? Have you seen this guy serious anytime? No, he's always like that. He would tell me, we would go to some new place, right? And he would say, you follow me, okay? I'll drive. And it's like, I know the look. When he says that, I know I'm screwed. Okay, but I don't know the way. And this was the pre-days when we didn't have the GPS and all, you remember, right? So those days, I would like just follow him, and this guy would drive, speed up, slow down, speed up, slow down, get into the gas station, get into the parking lot. He would drive me crazy, and I go, where are we going? Oh, just follow me. Oh my God, I used to almost at the end of the trip, I used to go and squeeze his neck, and I'm like, I'm going to kill you today, He was like, there are things that I can't even, and he would not stop, tickling. And he knew very well that I can't handle tickle. He would kill me, These are certain things that I really think, back from those days, how he is. But again, in life, and for him, family, as kids, he did everything. He took these guys to school, and he always made sure he didn't want to go late or something, and he would get up early, pack it up quickly, come on, let's go, It's amazing how much stuff that he used to do in life and how much he used to make people smile. And you guys are all, proof of that. You know how he is. He would always be there, and he would always, he loved the family. He allowed you. He wouldn't stop talking about the kids and how they do, And these guys used to, do something behind the back of mom, right? He wants a soda. Oh, mom says, you can't eat soda. You can't eat KFC. No. But these kids were like steal things back in and, have him have that. And one thing he always did is he always wanted to, anything on the market that's new, he wanted it. He wanted to try it out. Whether it's a food or something else, he wanted it. He's that kind of a personality. His personality is much, 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 much bigger than he actually is. And today, I don't know. I always think about this in our Indian culture. When we reach 60 years of age, we have a grand ceremony. This is when we are alive. We have a grand ceremony, and we call that peace in life. And he was shy by about a year or so. Okay? That is the time we were supposed to meet. Have a 60th grand party for him. We all be here. We all meet him. That is what we wanted to do. Not a situation like this. But again, I love you, my brother from another mother. And I think may your soul rest in peace. And, like I said, I think I can muster only that much of speech even though I love the microphone and I like to be here for hours, but sorry, I think that's all I can muster today. And I really, I wish you guys, get the courage and, to kind of weather this storm, okay? All right, thank you guys, and I appreciate you all coming today. So.
It's a tough day for all of us today. Got a few things that I'd just like to share with everybody. had the pleasure of knowing Satish for over 27 years. And on a personal side, I saw him go from bachelor to husband to father to family man. And it was the last piece that I think I saw Satish the happiest as a family man. As it's been said, he couldn't say enough about you guys. He loved his family. He was proud of his family. And if it wasn't anything, there wasn't anything Satish wouldn't do for them. He put in long hours at work, and poor Nima, I wasn't the only one telling him to get away from the computer. There was times when he'd be on the computer so late, I said, Satish, go see your family. But when it was family time, that was the priority for Satish. He made certain that he knew what the time was to go for his family. Everyone knows Satish loved to laugh. You've already heard that before, and if you've talked to Satish for more than 2 minutes, you knew that was the way he was. He had a great sense of humor, and when you were with Satish, you better be ready to laugh, because that was going to be most of the things that you're going to see. Over the years, being able to work with Satish, there were many stories of things that Satish did as practical jokes just to tease somebody else, and we've all heard these. But there's one that really sticks out to me that it just makes me laugh every time I talk about it. Many years ago, when he was working in California in the corporate office, the gentleman that he worked with went on vacation. The gentleman's name was Jeff Stanley. Jeff went on vacation, and when he came back, Satish had disassembled his entire cubicle and hid all of the pieces of his office throughout a 3-story building. Satish then gave Jeff clues on where he could find certain items in order for him to do his job. It took Jeff about a day and a half to find his entire pieces of his cubicle, and I think about another week to put it all back together again. But at least he was kind enough to say, this is where your computer, or here's a clue to where your computer is, here's a clue to where your phone is, so he could at least find the proper pieces to do his job. You heard this, that's just one aspect of Satish's humor. I've got many more stories that we could share. Big heart. That's the biggest thing you knew about Satish was his heart. I go back to the first time I met Satish. I just started with Mitsubishi, and we were at a national meeting. I didn't know anybody. Somehow somebody told Satish, this is Mike. He's going to be working with you. He came and found me and introduced me to everybody that I would work with. I see Vic Ciosi in the back. That's the first time I met Vic Ciosi. And it was Satish taking me around, making certain that I wasn't just there and not knowing anybody. He made certain that I was brought into the family. At that time, it was the Mitsubishi family. And he made certain that I knew who everybody was, and they knew who I was. Respected by his counterpart and his dealers. Satish was respected by everybody. He was well known to be the answer man to anything you could even think of coming up with the question. Obscure as it was, Satish knew the answer to that. And his fellow counterparts knew that he could go to Satish to ask questions. His dealers knew that. Corporate knew that. He was respected by all levels and all aspects of the job. Satish was a leader. Even though he would never tell you that, never admit to that, he was a leader. He was the one that everybody looked to when there was something to be done. Satish was explaining to everybody, how are we going to get this done and how are we going to proceed? So he was the guy that we went to. Family man, professional, smart, funny, friend, respected. These are just a few words that I can use to describe Satish. He was a wonderful person and a beautiful person. This world was a better place with Satish. Unfortunately, we lost him. I love the man, and I'll always respect the man and respect the family that he brought to me. So thank you.
Thank you for being with me all the time.
Hello, my name is Rishi. Satish is my uncle. And I first met Satish when I think I was 12 or 13 years old when he moved to the Jersey area from Chicago. And I just remember he was the coolest guy I had ever met. He drove in this really cool car. He'd always sleep in my room. He tickled me too, so it sounds like he tickled a lot of people. But he just was such a kind, sweet, loving person who gave his everything to everyone he knew. But you can't think of, or I can't think of Satish without thinking of his favorite holiday, which was Thanksgiving. Every Thanksgiving, he would invite everyone to his home, open up the doors, feed us plentifully, and those are some of my favorite memories. And every year we'd always, he loved tradition. We'd always go to the same wings place every year. The best wings in New Jersey, maybe the best wings in the world. They were pretty good, actually. And, my birthday's around Thanksgiving, and I remember growing up, every Thanksgiving there'd always be a cake. He'd always surprise me with a cake. And it just meant the world to me. And so he's a very special person who'll be very, very missed. And we love you.
Hi everyone, my name is Roma. I'm a good friend of Amogh's. I had the pleasure of meeting Uncle many times and getting to know him, and with this much time, of course, I won't get too deep into it, but what I will have to say is every time I sat with him, I would sit there and look at the menu, and it would take me, 20, 30 minutes to decide. And he would say, "What do you really want, Bully? What do you really want?" And he would say, "Just be yourself. Don't worry. Don't always think of others. Just be yourself. And don't be afraid." Like, this last message is really to Auntie and Amogh and Amit. Don't be afraid to live on with his memory. He doesn't want anyone here to have any regrets. That's something the people who know him the most, his family, said to me many times. He would never want anyone to regret anything, and he would never want anyone to stop their life from going on, moving forward, to continue being happy and doing exactly what you wanted to. Thank you, and thank you, Uncle, for everything.
My name is Vic. I feel very fortunate. I'm the fortunate one that knowing Satish and being with him for so many years, I feel fortunate. Satish came to Mitsubishi in service, the service department area, and I was fortunate. I was there, and I was one of the first people to work with Satish and to get to know him. We were a very tight-knit group, and still are. And what's amazing is when you met Satish, when I met Satish, he fit right in. It was perfect. Always had a smile. I can go on and on, but if there's one word to describe everything, it's love. The love of life, the love of friendship, the love of the job, the love of everything that we did together. I mean, you can just go on and say the love was just pouring out. And a couple of things were mentioned here. And it's funny, food kept coming up, and one of the things that I just wrote to one of our Mitsubishi people was, nobody ate a chicken wing like Satish. It was great. I loved watching it. It was just like fabulous. The other thing that was brought up was the navigation, pre-navigation unit, and again, I'm the fortunate one. No matter where I was, no matter what time of the day, no matter what time of the night, Satish would call me up and say, how do I get here? Where am I going? It was great. It was a lot of fun. And again, to mention the fortunate one, I was fortunate enough to talk to Satish on Tuesday. And boy, I'll tell you what, we just had a lot of laughs, and as always, and just a wonderful, wonderful person, and be missed for sure. Thank you.
Would anyone else like to come forward?
I was chatting last night, actually texting Moog at like midnight. I'm texting him and saying, you're probably not sleeping. So I was chatting with him back and forth, and he said, Satish would probably really like you to come up and say something. So I was kind of thinking all night, because I wasn't sleeping, and to come in here. And as if you knew Satish, that word hot wing, definitely it's synonymous with Satish. You could, hey Satish, I need you to come in the office, I got hot wings. Oh, I'll be right there. But I've got so many stories about Satish. He used to call me Hassenpfeffer. Like, what the heck is Hassenpfeffer? So I had to ask my resident trivia expert, Mr. Shapansky back here, and what does that mean? And he shot me a little video over, and I'm like, oh, okay. You probably see some of the text in this film probably going back and forth in the little video that he sent for that one. Yeah, Satish was definitely, he was so much fun to be around with. When you're going into, dealer contacts with him, it was an experience. As Vic said earlier, it definitely, he's going to be sorely missed. That is for sure. I didn't know about the White Castle thing, though, so I should have probably talked to him a little bit further about that. But wow, Satish is going to be sorely missed, that's for sure. Many great experiences with Satish. And honestly, if I didn't know anything, I wouldn't need to Google it. I just call Satish, because he would have the answer. He was always there for me. If I needed something on a Saturday and I gave him a phone call, and he would drop everything like you said earlier and pick up the phone and talk to you. It was great. I knew I always could count on Satish, just like you all could always count on him. You knew when he said something that he was going to do it, and he's going to be sorely missed. He was a friend, as Mike said, he was funny, definitely a family man. I mean, Moog, I remember when you were always coming like to some of the mods, right? When we used to do those, right? To help out. I mean, that was fun, man. And just a piece of my life is gone right now. It's hard to recover that. And again, I only knew Satish for 7 years when I came to Mitsubishi. But my prior life, I knew about him. as how big his notoriety was, especially in the Philadelphia area. But I'm glad to see a lot of his dealers were here today. Obviously, all of our co-workers are here today. He was just a really, really great guy, and he'll be sorely missed. Thank you.
I'm Murli Shenoy, Purnima's cousin. I first met Satish when he got married to Purnima and came to Bangalore. We helped him arrange the marriage, and he was such a lively, funny, lovable person right from day one I met him. When we came into this country, he helped me with every step. Buying the house, I asked him. Buying a car, I asked him. Anything I did not know how to go about, I would ask him, and he would not just give me a one-line answer. He would walk me through all the steps and all the things I need to take care of. Purnima and Satish used to host us for Christmas, for memorial, there were so many occasions. We have had such fun time. When I heard of this on Wednesday evening, I was in total shock. I was numbed. Just couldn't think of a world without Satish. He was such a part of our life. I've heard when he would be driving on the freeway, if he sees a car broken down on the side, he would stop and help them out for no reason. He's a total stranger to him, he would help them out. That kind of a good heart he is. Just can't think of Satish not being here. Thank you, Satish. We love you.
On behalf of the funeral home, myself, my staff, I just want to offer my sincere, heartfelt prayers and condolences. And I just want to say thank you so much for giving me the honor to take care of your beloved Satish. It is truly an honor, and I want to thank you for that. I see by everyone here today how much he was loved and how much he will be missed. And I can only say, like I said yesterday, for you to just carry on his legacy. And just let him live through you guys. And thank you so much for giving me this honor to take care of you and your family and your beloved father, husband, brother, friend, colleague. You all have remarkable memories, I'm sure. I just want to give my prayers to all of you. Thank you. Thank you so much. At this time, we're going to give everyone the opportunity once again to just say your final goodbyes. We'll offer flowers to Satish. Then we will proceed to cremation. So at this time, I will let the family offer flowers first, and then they can assemble here. And then everyone else can come forward to offer flowers, say your goodbyes, and then we'll proceed back to cremation. If you're comfortable to follow and support the family, you're more than welcome. Otherwise, you're free to stay here, but we'll just step to the back of the chapel where cremation will take place. Thank you. And Satish, may your soul rest in peace, and may you be granted eternal peace. And I pray to God to give your family strength to bear your tremendous loss, and all of your friends and colleagues, may you rest in peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Christine, it's really, Christine has been awesome ever since we had this incident. She's been walking us through. This is like a true service. We really appreciate you. And I think because of you, I think we have a little bit of a strength. And thank you so much. And all your staff too. Thank you so much.
Hi, hello, mothers.
I was sitting in the backseat watching, and I'm like, hey, how are you
Whatever you're doing with the wreath, just moving the wreath to the side.
Family and friends, once again, I want to thank everyone on behalf of the family to be here today and taking time out of everyone's busy schedules to be here on a Saturday morning. It is greatly appreciated by the family. I just kindly ask that on your way out, when you're leaving, if you can please sign the register book that is by the front door, and feel free to take any water or snacks with you on your way out. The family has provided that for you in appreciation for you being here. We're going to proceed to cremation. So there are a couple of last rites. Everyone is invited to walk back if they feel comfortable. That's completely up to you. It is not, don't feel obligated. But if you wish to be there for support, you're more than welcome. Thank you for being here. So we'll put the flowers last.
Put it like he was wearing something like that. That's all. That's all. Did you want to put the sweater on that like you was wearing? Yeah, that's right, yeah. Five or six sprays of one. You love. Use the whole bottle. Cologne man.
Head first. Head first.
And Moog, you have to hold it. You have to hold it.
If you could just focus on the three before
Ram Ram Satya Hai, 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 Ram Ram Satya Hai. राम राम सत्य है, राम राम सत्य है,
राम राम सत्य है,
राम राम सत्य है,
राम राम
सत्य है, राम राम सत्य है,
राम राम सत्य है,
राम राम सत्य है, राम राम सत्य है, राम राम सत्य है। Be careful. What's the Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Om Namo Bhagavate
You can place on the rollers and then come over.
From the bottom. 1, 2, 3.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Yeah, there you go. I got you. We good? No. Yeah, then like, yeah, but. Yeah. Good. Is it good?
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
James,
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
The viewings are there.
Everybody can go to the music.
I come to this thing.
No, I think as far as that.
Oh, well, yeah, yeah. They didn't plug in last time, guys.
Yeah.
You gotta keep your charger on there, and then you use it a lot the next day, or dying on you.